Hey guys, I'm just kind of doing some organizing in here a little bit. I'm having kind of a hard time being alone this evening because my mind and brain is doing so much weird shit that I figured I'd chat with you guys and kind of get through it. I can't even fathom possibly moving next year. I can't even fathom it. But we can't stay where we're at. There he is. I'm back. I feel the same, but I'm in a better mood. Just rough, you know. Hi, Cindy. I'm just doing some organizing and stuff to keep my mind off this bullshit, you know. My mind's all sorry, these glasses make no sense. I think they're girl glasses, like I'm at the dollar store. I'm just trying to get a little stuff done without overthinking my symptoms, which I have been doing all day. I'm upgrading my AAA. They're giving me a free upgrade for the rest of the year. Probably hoping that I'll forget to downgrade it. Wouldn't matter anyway. But now I am a AAA plus member. If I ever my car gets stuck anywhere, I can have it towed somewhere. Some shit. Not that I even drive that much anymore, but just something I like to keep up on with. It's funny. I've been trying to keep up with my regular life, and realistically, I don't need to. I don't know why I'm trying. It's good to see you too, Cindy. I wish I could bring you guys on here with me. It has been an excruciating day. One of the worst days I've had in many years. And I am just doing my best to get through. I hate that I have to come on here and bitch and moan and complain when I want to be giving you positive stories, stuff like that. But I just don't have them. I wish I did. For a long time, I was doing positive stories and being really helpful, mostly on the Facebook page and stuff like that. And now I'm just stuck in this bad situation that keeps basically getting worse. So at some point, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've got nothing I have to worry about right now other than getting better. The only thing I'm thinking about is moving next year, but that's not till next July or something. But thinking about it and doing it is going to be absolute torture. But I suppose it's just another setback I'll have to deal with then. So I guess I shouldn't worry about it right now. But I did some pretty crazy shit in benzo withdrawal. I moved from Texas in across the country almost in an acute state. So I did it. I can do it. And I've moved many times. Got flooded out. So I'm hopefully I can be a little stronger by next year. Because at this point, my nervous system seems to be the weakest it's been in years. I just don't know why. I'm assuming vaccination fucked it up. I don't need this. Vaccination and antihistamines and antibiotics, all this stuff together threw my nervous system into an absolute flux that I can't seem to get out of. And it's only getting worse. I suppose if I didn't fuck up my mirtazapine half a year ago or whatever it's been now, I probably wouldn't be having as hard of a time. About that. So, what are you guys up to? How are you feeling today? Ugh. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what we can get through. But it's days like today where I start thinking about my future. Like, if this continues to get worse, like if I really can't do anything and it continually gets worse, I mean, what would I do? I mean, I hate having to think that I would rather be homeless than deal with psychs and extra drugs and shit like that. But we shouldn't have to deal with this at all. I mean, it's like, so this happened, and that sucks, right? So why are we having to deal with it? There should be some sort of medical intervention that can help us. Sure, some things can make it feel a little better, but I don't take that route if I don't have to. Like, if I took a little gabapentin right now, I could probably feel about 20% better. But I only do that if I feel suicidal. And I don't have much depression right now. So I try not to worry about it. Spare cord. What I need to do is prepare myself as much as possible to move before we move. So I need to start boxing shit up now. Getting, not my work stuff. That'll be the last to go. But that'll be enough work in general. But maybe start boxing shit up now. disappointing. I'm really fucking disappointed about this whole thing today. My body just feels so sick. I almost set up another COVID test, but I didn't want to drive the 20 minutes to go do it. You know, I got the COVID vaccine last Wednesday, so it's been 9 days since. But I know my issue's coming from the actual vaccine, from the madness my body went through being sick, and the vaccine and the drugs I was taking. Hey there, Mr. Scott. You're like the only one I remember his name. Everybody else, I don't remember names. Cindy's is obvious. Wade, I don't remember. I don't remember the name. Yeah, I'm so tired of looking into the future. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a choice, but maybe I do. I start looking into the future when I get this sick. Like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? Like when my nervous system absolutely freaks out, and everything's just fucking crazy. And I know it's not gonna go away tomorrow, you know. It's something I'm gonna have to contend with for a bit. Can always tell. Sometimes I get lucky and it just kind of fades, but I worry like at some point I'm just gonna crack and be like, maybe I need to go back to the doctors and start getting tests again. And realistically, that's not going to help me any. I'm not well, man. You were up all night. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sleep thing is brutal. And my problem is, it's like I know this horrific wave nervous system bullshit is from fucking vaccine. It hasn't been this bad in years. And I'm trying to take it, since I don't have the major paranoia, to some, I can kind of tolerate it a little better. But it's pretty ridiculous. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Managed to get stuff done today. But honestly, hey, it's just my system got so fucked up after the mirtazapine. I know it's kind of ridiculous to continually bring up the same thing over and over again, but once I fucked up that medicine and re-screwed up my nervous system, honestly, it probably would be years before it got back to normal. And when I got sick and got the vaccine, it just put more on top of it. So now I have to wait again. I know it's really hard. It's really hard to gather that information when I'm looking out at the world and feeling so detached. You know, but then I sit and think, well, at least I'm at home. At least I'm at home dealing with it. But I know if I got a bad case of COVID, I know it would not be good for me. But I'm glad I didn't get a 2-shot vaccine because I would have never went for the second one. But people ask me, do you think it's worth it? And I say no. None of this is worth it. I mean, I shouldn't even have to make these fucking decisions. Is it worth it? They say, well, what's the lesser evil? There is no lesser, you know? It sucks equally. If I ended up in the hospital sick, that would be fucking terrible. If I have to deal with more of this bullshit, it's fucking terrible. Yeah, exactly. But I got the 1-shotter, and I'm just dealing with it, seeing what I have. I want to see how long the intensity lasts, and that'll have me debate on whether I'd get something in the future. If this continues for a long time, I probably will not get a booster shot or get any more vaccines. Because what I went through to go to work today and to deal with today was fucking terrible. I'm starting to cry every day. And that's not good. That's how it was at the beginning of this whole journey. I cry every day. Asking myself, what the fuck? If I could have just secluded myself, I would have, but I can't. I'm out in public way too much. No, I could tell the difference between those two. Because I was already going through it. So I did if I tapered recently, I would say it was from that. But I haven't done anything different with Remeron in the past 6 months. So it wouldn't have just been that intensified to acute out of nowhere when it was just a week, 9 days ago, I got the vaccine. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was just really fucking sick too. And I had the antihistamines make my head fucked up. And between that and the fucking not antihistamines, the antibiotics. But if I tapered Remeron, then I'd probably assume it was that as well. I'm hoping my taper doesn't feel like this. If every time I taper it feels like this, it's going to be one fucking rough ride. And I will probably lose a lot in my life just to get to the end. So we'll see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started doing that. Telling people I still do it, but it's been a little bit since anybody's been on my back. They see I'm still wearing a mask, and I'm just going to continue wearing a mask. And when I go out to like Goodwill or thrift store or something, I wear 2 masks. And even if I'm vaccinated, I don't care. I still don't want to get COVID. And people haven't really been on my back, but for a long time they would. And I'd be like, excuse me, can you back off? I have a mask that says fuck off 6 feet. It's funny. Okay, so you had a wave for about 3 weeks from the vaccine, but you're also not sleeping too. So yeah, see, that's kind of hard to tell, but at least I know I've only been 9 days from the vaccine, so I probably still have a bit of time to go. As long as I know I'm not alone, I appreciate that. It makes me feel a little better, but I'm glad it kind of faded for you, but it also sucks that you're starting to feel like crap again. But I mean, it could still be from the vaccine. We're probably more sensitive because of it, and it'll fade out eventually. But No, it's a good idea. I take a lot of baths. I don't shower too often because I don't stand well in the shower, and the water hurts me like a motherfucker. My skin is so sensitive. Yeah, they always say 2 weeks, but I think you're right. I think the more research there is, I think it's like 3 weeks. But I know like the typical information is 2 weeks. But yeah, I wear two masks, and they're just cloth masks, nothing crazy. I've bought in the really good masks, but I can't fucking breathe in them, and it's too hard, and that fucks up my lungs. I was wondering why I was getting burning lungs all the time. I was just over breathing so much. I got a really nice like it was like an $80 mask. Like it was really good, and it just fucked me up. I hope so, Cindy. It's been a long fucking time. We all deserve it. Yeah. Well, being doing the YouTube thing here, unsolicited advice is I get a lot of it. And I respect people's opinions and stuff, but people get angry at me all the time because I don't go by what they say. That's good. Yeah, my waves were like that, but then it got harsher after I fucked up Remeron, and now I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Everything's so intense. I'm hoping the visual sensitivity calms down, but the physical aspect today is really bad. My whole body's like feels like it was burnt. It doesn't feel like it's burning right now, but it feels like it was burnt, and the skin is tight and was burnt. It's really fucked up. And on the inside of that, I have all vibrations going. A little calmer right now, but the more tired I get, the worse it is. But I'm hoping I still managed to get out today, but holy shit, it was one of the hardest days I've had in years. I'm hoping it was just a fluke, but I'm staying home again. The more I stay home too, it's even worse because I stay home and it's like the DPDR gets in fucking intense. Well, first off, good luck with the taper. 0.5, you're doing really good. Um, there is no low dose in this situation, but there's really no like magic bullet for sleep. I really wish I had something good to tell you. I don't suggest taking anything for it unless you're so fucked and haven't slept for like 10 days. Then it's like you might want to look into something, and there's a few things you could do that don't hit GABA receptors and stuff like that. But I don't really suggest it unless you have no choice. I've done it all because I've had points. There's been points I have no choice. But if you're sleeping still at night at all, be thankful for that. I used to recommend this app called Wave, WAVE, but they closed their doors, and it was meditations kind of things, and they would be live doing it, and then they would you go listen to the pre-recorded, and these people were fantastic. And I was never much for hearing things like voices when I go to bed, but I overthink at night, and my head does a lot of really weird shit, and it's strange. So like having my brain go to something else is good. But so other than that app, since I can't use it anymore, I've been using Insight Timer, and that's got some okay stuff. So I just keep it really low just to keep my mind, you know, But I don't really have a lot to say. It's hard. It's really hard. Oh, geez, you sound just like me. That's the thing. I'm going through so much other stuff. My anxiety is calmer because I have so many other things happening that my brain goes to. Wow. I've tried to explain that to other people that like when my anxiety is really high, usually it's because my other symptoms are a lot lighter because then my brain goes to anxiety. It's crazy. Oh, thanks, Cindy. I've come so far, but I've went so far back. Boy. Calm is good too. Yeah, it is not free. I recall it not being free. Sorry about my weird glasses. I think she's my girlfriend's at some point. They're like cat eye glasses. They don't make sense on me. But my contacts are in, and they're really my close vision is so terrible now. And I've been eating kind of crappy lately, which doesn't help my feeling feeling good at all. I'm going to the app store. Yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be. My sensory issues were always a huge issue. Like right now, my system is totally fucked. Um, my hearing sensitivities aren't as bad. I'm not like I call it like hearing hallucinations. Like I hear shit, and it's like right on the edge. It's not crossing the edge just yet. My goodness. Um, but yeah, I'm sure it's from Remeron, and I'm glad you brought it up because it makes me feel a little better to know that it might go away one of these days. Calm. I'm just going to download it and see. I know it's not free, but it's funny. It doesn't say it like you have to pay, but it's there's in-app purchases, right? Which is fine if it's really good. Oh, that's very nice. Welcome. What brings you to calm? Better sleep. Reduce anxiety. Continue. Sign up. Oh, once I create the account, that's when it's going to want me to pay. No. Yeah, that's good. You take care too. And you have a wonderful evening. I don't know why it's getting sensitive, my vision. I have no idea. I mean, I know why, but it shouldn't be getting worse. Half the reason is my visual snow is getting worse. And realistically, that's really unnerving because since it's something they can't help, at some point, I don't want it to be so debilitating I can't see. It's really bad. So we'll see. Oh, we're at 8 o'clock already. Oh, that's funny. I thought for sure you said Matthew McConaughey. I'm like, why is he? Why is he on calm? All right, let me sign up. Sign up with emails. Okay, and I can't type either. Oh my god. I typed the wrong thing in the wrong thing. Dan. Not fan. Dan. Email. Paste. Password. Okay, 7 days free, then $70. Jesus. Okay, don't let me forget to fucking cancel that. You know what I'll do? Let's see. Okay, try free and subscribe. Fine. I guess if it's really amazing, it would be okay. But I don't want to spend $70 on that. Just signed in. Okay. I'm going to look up. Are you interested in meditation? Yes. What's your experience? We'll just say I tried a few times because see what they do. How did you hear about us? Friend. Recommended for based on your responses. How to meditate. I don't care now. I'm just going to go to discover. Okay. I'm going to type in what you said. Maybe save it for later. Okay, he popped up. So there's narrator, living with intention and wonder. He kind of look, yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Huh. You're right that I can't believe he's really on there. So there's the Wonder Sleep Story and the Spark. Thanks. Okay. So you can download that? Cool. Where does it download to? Whatever. I'll give it a whirl later. I like Matthew McConaughey's voice. So yeah, it might be interesting. I'll see what it's all about. If I really, really, really like the app and it helps me, then I'll keep it. But $70 a year, wow. That's high. I probably won't. Like sick? As in he was sick? Or which one? Because there's the Sleep Story Wonder. Doesn't look like there's only, and the Spark, Living with Intention. It's cool. Didn't know. Bunch of feminine. Cool. It's funny because I have the Balance app, and that was free for a year because of COVID. It's not that great. Insight Timer, it's not that great. I really wish I could get the voices from the app that I used to use, Wave. I loved it. This is what I thought you might have been saying. I wasn't sure because I'll give it a listen later. I'm gonna have to go though. I gotta feed the cats. They're literally standing outside my door right now. But you guys have a good night. Thanks for the idea. Thanks for the idea for the app. We'll see how that goes. At least I get 7 days for free to fuck around with it. Get my mind off of this bullshit. You guys have a good night. Take care, Cindy, Scott, and everyone else. Later.